Instagram.
Damn, I forgot I was supposed to. All right, no, actually, you know what? Yeah, I do remember. And when you feel that beat, and we gon' smoke some good weed.
What?
Roll that sticky up. I wanna smoke with you all night. Smoke you into the sunlight. Hey, welcome to another episode of the 2018 show.
Wow.
I wasn't expecting that.
Not at all. Like, I was not ready for that.
Why? It's me.
I know.
I mean, I just didn't know where you were gonna go with it.
Yo, I was ready about to start saying, we can rock the boat. And then the whole lyrics changed. I was like, oh,
I've been thinking of different ways to remix that song for a while now. That just happened to stick.
Okay. You got it.
Okay.
But anyway, what's going on? It's your guy, Mo Love.
This is Avery.
And it's Jasmine.
And how is everyone doing?
I'm feeling good.
I'm okay. I'm great.
Finally starting to feel like springtime around here, and
Sometimes I feel like we skip
Spring,
yeah, like it skips right over. Like we skip fall and go right to winter. It feels like we skip.
yeah, winter is that X that just don't want to see you happy this way. Like, just go. Like, you done already said you tired of me. Just go.
But we want to do this. First thing first, we're going to give our little shout out to our first listener out in Ghana, Africa. We're going to give
I wish we had some.
Yeah. So we're going to give our first shout out to our Ghana, Africa who listen to us. We appreciate all your support, and it was the biggest opportunity we ever had. So when I first found out we had that news, it felt like we was worldwide. I was going around saying that we worldwide, but not yet.
I was in there on some coming to America shit at work. They was like, you ain't gonna answer the phone, there's people waiting to talk to you. Well, let them wait.
Yo, I was at work, I was shouting out the whole time.
What kind of forever? He my bad.
I was shouting. And also, we want to give us a applause to us. We finally officially on the Apple Podcast. So anybody who's also on Apple Podcast, you're going to hear us now. This is a perfect opportunity for us. And if you never heard from us, it's called the 2418 Show. Once you see it, just start listening, and we will keep it real. So
yes, and subscribe. Subscribe to it if that's what they do subscriptions for.
Like and subscribe.
Subscribe, comment, let us know what you love about the show. We can improve on all of that.
exactly.
All right, but before we get into anything, tell me y'all saw the genuine radiogram fall.
I did.
Was no good.
He did. You know he's old, but because when old people fall, they try to grab. They try to grab the security in front of him, and the white dude was like, he just, and it's like he fell in the crack.
You
went straight
to him just being old.
That was the first thing I thought when I watched it. Was that was the oldest shit I'd ever seen.
Yo, that was too much.
No.
That was too much.
The sign language dude that was standing over there by him, he ain't shit. Because he just kept doing his job and was laughing, didn't even try to help him. He just said, and kept going.
Hey, yo, the backup singers was singing in those streets.
I said, what song was he singing?
In those streets.
Okay, that would be really fun.
No, because after I was like watching like 4 times. About 4 times, I was like, okay, what song was he saying? So I started looking at him. I started listening for the song.
What if he was singing Pony at the part where someone who knows how to ride without even falling off? You gotta be compatible. Sticking to my limits. If he would have did that during that, I would have been done with it.
You know, I would have laughed too, trying to help him out. I was like, yo, good.
It was just a bad weekend
So-
for R&B.
So last year, or the year before that, he did the little thing.
And that became like a TikTok thing or something.
Yes.
And now this year, he's falling off. I mean, everybody takes a tumble, so it's not cool.
Shout out
But
to
glad he's okay. Nothing serious ain't happening.
everybody takes a tumble. Shout out to Kelly from Destiny. Shout out.
Oh,
that was Michelle.
That was Michelle. Oh, my bad.
On GMT, they kept going right
They
where
kept walking like shit didn't happen. They looked and said, "Oh, you good? All right, let's keep walking." I was like, "Damn."
My brother going through because I got that shit, bro.
But also, I want to give us a shout out to you because we talked about it last week, but this Saturday will be officially my graduation day.
Yes, this Saturday.
So this Saturday will be official. I'll be graduating from Chestnut Hill College. Shout out to Avery.
Woo woo!
Shout out to all the alumni at Chestnut Hill College. There's going to be a big opportunity.
What time is it? Okay.
It starts at 11 a.m.
They plan on it being a long. It's gonna be. They be called. How many people? Do they have separate graduations for the different?
I know they do like each category differently, and then I know if anybody did a master, they probably would do the masters from that too.
Okay.
So I actually, to be honest, I don't even know how many.
I've been to a few temple graduations, and let me tell you, it was long. So I can imagine.
Well, I'm gonna tell people like, look, they talking about it's gonna be 81 degrees that day, so please wear something light.
Yeah.
I ain't wearing a full tuxedo.
And something short, or you can wear cutoffs.
Whoa.
Wait, I meant like cut off, like shorts.
That ain't what you said
At
at
first, I didn't kind of do me off.
Cut off.
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying you didn't say it that way in the beginning.
Nah.
Here we go again. They always against me. Continue.
Who's against you?
Nobody against you, but this is a good opportunity.
Who was against you?
Nah, it's gonna be good. Like I told everybody. Well, I know I gotta be there by 9:30. Everybody else gotta be there by 10:30 because the ceremony starts at 11. So I don't know how long it's gonna be.
That's interesting.
So,
well, regardless, we're gonna be there, correct?
I said we were.
Absolutely.
oh, I'm expecting y'all to be there.
Absolutely. Bright and early at 11 a.m. I'm getting a good seat. Well, where they having it?
So it looks like they're gonna be out on a football, like I think a soccer field or football field. No, soccer field or some type of field. It's going to be a tent around it, but I know they say if you don't have a tent, you'll be outside the tent, but y'all can still be able to see us. So
basically, you don't get there in time. You just gonna have to.
Well, I want y'all to be trying to get there on time because the parking is crazy.
He ain't lying.
So it's gonna be in Chestnut Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I used to live in Chestnut Hill, parking up here.
Yeah.
Wow.
It gets to the point that you would probably have to park on the
blocks away and walk down.
Yeah.
Okay, we will get there early. But how do you feel? And
overall, I feel excited. And I know everybody be asking me, they're like, "Yeah, are you nervous about it?" I'm like,
nervous about what? You did the hard stuff.
It's the easy part. It's the easy part, but the hard part is taking that out to the real world. Everybody should say so. Now you got a degree that's like, all right, go find a job. Like, go out there and do.
Go ahead and find a job. Get the degree.
Yeah, that's gonna be the hard part. But I feel as though I'm gonna be all right because I look at my experience in the class, experience with everybody, as long as they connected to professors, teachers, they always sending me stuff. They be like, hey, I think you're a good candidate for here, fill it out. Mm-hmm. So I have to
look out for you.
Yeah, they will definitely look out for me.
So you don't know what you're gonna wear?
I have an idea what I'm going to wear.
Just don't wear the Valentine's Day outfit.
I am not. We is not going to go back to that. We is not.
Don't go that. The Valentine's Day shit inappropriate. That's all I'm saying.
We congratulate you, and we cannot wait to be there. And speaking of dresses and what you wear, we will get into the Met Gala.
Oh Lord! Now,
I didn't see it. I just saw some of the pictures.
For those of you who don't know, a Met Gala is this fancy event for the elite and rich and celebrity that they have every year. To be honest with you, I don't know what they do. I think they said. Is it like an auction or is it a party? I don't know what it is.
I think it's like a get together and it's like a party because
all I know is do they have food? Because if they didn't have no food, I wouldn't come.
So they did have food, and I know somebody was talking about the food they had that was nasty, but I remember there was some weird shit they had. But I did saw Tiana Taylor with her outfit, and I think she had the best outfit on. But she had Chick-fil-A on her.
Oh, she did. Yeah. See, I would put one of
Chick-fil-A
those.
logo.
No,
She had the food on her table.
Yeah.
Somebody probably brought that in for her. She brought it in because she knew better.
Yeah.
That's somebody who sees it, who's been there a few times, who knows if the food is bad or if it's not.
And she was eating it with a fork. I said, girl, okay.
But yeah, every year they have a theme for the Met Gala. I'm gonna look up the theme for this year. But what did you guys think of the outfits? Who's was your favorite?
I ain't got a favorite outfit. Just someone explain to me what's up with your man Diddy being dressed like a Game of Thrones villain.
First of all, I was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on because that shit looked hot as ridiculous.
Like, bro, what is you wearing?
What was his outfit like? I don't really remember.
He had
like a cape or something.
No, it was like a black tuxedo, and then on the cape he had on, it just had like flowers all on it. It was black. I'm like, what the hell is that? And I think his girlfriend at the time, or the girlfriend that he was with, whoever he was with, they had something white.
This old girl from the city, girl.
Yeah, she had something white on it. It just looked outrageous. I was like,
oh, young man.
I did not understand.
Now, maybe we don't understand, but the theme this year was in honor of Karl, which is Karl Lagerfeld, who was a fashion designer, icon, and has his own line.
He passed, didn't he?
He did. I want to say either last year or the year before that. Okay, he's dressed like somebody from Smash Brothers. What's the name?
You said Smash Brothers.
Yeah, you know Martha and Roy. Oh, Ganondorf. That's exactly what he's dressed like. I wonder if purple smoke comes out of his hand when he punches. But he looks like Ganondorf.
You know what? I can't.
No, we got pulled up for comparison. How do you spell Ganondorf? But what do you think about Lil Nas X outfit?
It was something.
It was interesting.
I thought
it was definitely interesting.
Shit. I'm trying to find a gut. I'm looking at it right now. God damn.
He really did.
It's just purple, but it's bad if it was black. All he needs is a sword.
I'm done. I can't.
Like, I'm looking at this Lil Nas X. Somebody, I don't fucking know. Like,
I couldn't even reply because I was just like, what the hell is that? Like, I couldn't even speak on that.
Who did they say they had more looks? Because besides that, and who else? I didn't really pay attention this year. To be honest with you. Rihanna and ASAP came. They look cool.
They was looking alright. And then what's Dwayne?
I'm gonna say this is how you know rich people got too much damn money. Because why would you dress like this intentionally?
Yeah, I mean, I think they all get together and try to like one up each other. That's probably who can dress the craziest. That's what I feel like.
Because when I think of dressing crazy, I think of Lady Gaga.
I just figured out what this nigga looked like with this.
Ooh.
Avery would know because you don't watch Marvel movies, but he looked like a frost giant from out of Thor.
You know what I'm saying? A frost.
Yeah, so you don't watch Marvel movies, so
don't wipe my head.
Oh yeah, he fucking knew. Oh my god.
Now is that makeup or is that?
No, that's a mask.
Oh, it's a mask.
It's a mask. And then the waist down, I didn't know if that was draws. I didn't know what the hell that was. That just looked weird. I'm sorry.
I mean, it is artistic, that's for sure. And he did command a lot of attention. So he did what needed to.
Look,
he did what needed to be done with that.
That's a frost giant.
Yeah. See, that worked.
Are there multiple of them in Thor?
There's
like just one.
It's like a whole army. You gotta really catch up.
I don't know if I want to. Anyway, so at the Met Gala, that's when Serena Williams revealed she was pregnant with baby number 2. So we can clap it up for Serena. Baby number 2.
Yeah. I was actually shocked when she was pregnant. I was like, oh shit, she got pregnant again. I was like, damn. I was like,
all right. Doesn't her husband, he owned Reddit or he
something like that.
sold Reddit or
something like that.
He's very nice man. He seems very supportive.
No,
nothing else?
No. Like I said, I don't watch the Met Gala. I only
saw it because it was just the outfits they came up with, and I'm looking like that shit ridiculous.
So no thoughts on her pregnancy. Nothing else.
Look, it's Serena Williams. Nobody. I'm not.
Her and Rihanna are pregnant at the same time. That's kind of cool.
I ain't mad at the brother for knocking her up a second time.
Exactly.
I mean,
You know, I still say that Serena Williams is the best tennis player I ever seen in my years watching that movie.
in like 15 to 20 years, both of her kids is gonna be kicking everybody's ass.
And I swear, she be cheating. She got a tennis racket.
Oh, I thought I was gonna say what? I didn't know where you were going with that.
No, I see she cheating.
Where did you think he was going with that?
No, because I'm pulling this line from Cedric the Intender, how he was saying like she was cheating
With tennis.
because she got the body to do it.
She got an extra racket thing.
Right,
Like
right.
cheating.
I have one question for you guys.
Okay.
Would you date a bus driver?
You're really using violence already.
Right.
I just want to know, would you guys date bus drivers? As men, would you date a bus driver?
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care.
It's more about how I get along with you.
Exactly. You're
Okay, look.
For some background, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know who Ebony K. Williams is. I know her from a couple of podcasts I watched and interviews. She is a lawyer, a TV personality, like socialite, I do believe as well. But I've known about her for like some years now, so I'm very familiar with her. She said, when was this? Like last week? She was saying, which is funny because the Breakfast Club had put out a poll saying on their YouTube saying, would you date a bus driver? And I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I didn't even know the two were connected. But basically, Avery Williams went on to say that she would not date a bus driver. She would date the man if he owned the bus, but she would not date a bus driver. And it caused a whole uproar with
so what's the
people.
with the bus driver?
But then she doubled down on it and said, listen, basically I said what I said. Was basically saying how certain men strive for mediocrity and that's not what she strives for. And if they're okay with that, that's fine. But she would like to date someone who probably has a little bit more going on. So I understand that just because people do date in proximity, meaning that I'm not going to date somebody who's a millionaire because they're not in my circle. If I was a millionaire, I would probably date someone who's a millionaire or a billionaire.
That's where you and I differ. Because if Oprah come knocking at my door and she says she want to holler.
Listen. We do have those one-offs where a man or a woman will go date a regular person and make them famous. We've seen it happen
all the time,
a bunch of times.
But
it's a one-off thing. Usually, people in the same industry date each other. Right. But like if you work somewhere, you're gonna date somebody who works at the same place with you. Most likely.
But I feel like sometimes when it comes to dating someone, I don't look at them as what they do. Like I just look at them as their personality and how they are. So, like when I first saw that when she said I want to date a bus driver, and I'm like, oh, you tacky bitch. Like I was getting mad at first because I'm like. Oh, I really was going off on her. Like, you thinking you better than someone? Like, you tacky ass bitch. And I, that's before I even understand the whole situation.
Right.
So, for me, on the outside looking in, when I first saw it, I'm like...
I mean, let me be honest with y'all. Do you think Beyonce would date a bus driver?
No.
Do you think Serena Williams would marry a bus driver?
I don't want no problems with the
Do you think Rihanna would date a bus driver? Do you think Nicki Minaj would date a bus driver? Do you think Drake? Well, no, he probably would.
Yeah, I was gonna
say because he'll date somebody who worked at Hooters or Wings or somewhere. Cheesecake Factory, whatever. Anyway. There's nothing wrong with her wanting more. Like I said, people date in their tax frame. I could date a bus driver because I know they make some good money.
I mean, I know several bus drivers who make good money.
But what she probably is saying, she needs someone that's more on her level, and that's not a bad thing. What I don't like what I was saying before with us in our group chat, is that her trying to downplay it, saying it's mediocre.
Yeah,
like that. That's the only thing I had an issue as far as her dating. And with money, I didn't care about that at all because I know realistically she ain't checking for somebody like me. She has a certain standard that she wants all of her men to live up to, and there's nothing wrong with that. We
Right.
all got
We
certain
all
things
got
that we
But
look
it's
for.
you don't have to shit on people's jobs. Like, you a worker, you do something, you gonna be like every job is necessary and needed in this world. Without it, we wouldn't be able to do certain things. Like you wouldn't. The fancy restaurant, these famous people go out and dine at. You need waiters, you need busboys, you need cooks in the back. Like it's important for them. So just because you're somewhere different in your life and your trajectory doesn't mean you have to shit on anybody else. Okay, a bus driver would be happy with that. Maybe the bus driver got 10 kids and he, like it doesn't matter. That you shouldn't judge people.
Why 10?
I'm just saying because most people because we regular folk, right?
Oh, yeah.
Most people's dreams get derailed because they have responsibilities that come first. So I'm not saying they can't get to it later on, but they gotta take care of the kids first.
I kind of laugh on that when you said 10 kids. I was like, damn.
Maybe he just want to be a bus driver. Does he always want to be a bus driver?
I'm just saying.
I was like, oh damn. So you're trying to say he's Mexican or something because you got 10 kids?
Whoa!
That's why I was about to go there for a second.
There's Avery's thoughts, and Avery's thoughts only. I did not mention race because anybody had 10 kids, and I never said baby mom. Could have been 10 kids by one woman.
I felt like it went there. That's what I said.
Oh, no.
See, I'm checking out of that part, but like I said, people have real responsibilities. Everybody is not dealt the same hand in life. Everybody doesn't have the same support and grows up in fortunate situations and circumstances. That's what I was getting at.
I knew where you. I
didn't know where you was going. I didn't know what you was going with that. Damn.
Like y'all people who don't have 10 kids, at least 4, 5, 6, 7 kids, because we all do.
Damn.
You just gonna tell us what we want?
No, not what you want. You know people who have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
We all know somebody who has a lot of children, and when you have a lot of responsibility, if you're an involved parent, you can't do certain things. You gotta take care of them first.
Yeah, you're right.
I said I'm agreeing with you.
Y'all like fuck them kids. So y'all baby your kids, y'all Brian McKnight now.
Oh,
wait. So y'all baby your kids.
Oh wait,
So y'all baby your kids now.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Y'all like, I guess.
You just go all the way out there, like.
Yo, you was literally by yourself with that.
All this is allegedly. We don't know how true any of that is.
Okay. Well, let's get into it. Allegedly.
Let's get into it then.
Okay, what are y'all getting into it? Because I didn't bring it up.
You kind of just.
I know. I meant in our group chat initially.
No,
I didn't know about it at first.
So this whole conversation happened was I saw how Brian Knight.
You was scrolling the internet. What were you scrolling?
Yeah, I
the
was
interwebs.
And yes, the internet, and basically his kids are accusing him to like not being there for them.
His biological children.
His biological children.
Who are black, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and it was basically saying like he wasn't there for us. He basically like gave.
Well, get in the background. He remarried someone, correct?
Yes, and he has a stepdaughter.
Wait. He remarried, and is she of color?
No. She is.
Proceed.
So
Whatever.
and so they did a picture. I saw on Twitter. They threw a picture up there when they was like, "Oh, you didn't give me nothing, but you gave your stepdaughter a whole brand new car."
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it was just saying like I guess it was her birthday or some type of special event that he bought.
I think she was graduate. Was it birthday or graduation?
I think it was graduation, and he bought her a brand new car.
But she has.
And he
2 or 3
kids for the other ones.
No, he and by the way, he has 2 or 3 stepchildren. He has a son that he bought a car for too. I think who was like 16, a stepson.
Mm-hmm.
But he was wild. Them captions, "You made me a girl dad. I'm so proud to be your father. And oh my God, I'm lucky I have a son like you." And
he almost named all his kids after him.
Nah, this is the crazy part.
Yeah.
The crazy part is, I don't know if he had the baby already, but he already has Brian McKnight Jr.
Okay.
He's getting ready to name the baby that his wife now pregnant with Brian McKnight Jr.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how that's gonna work, but I think
Maybe he's doing a George Foreman thing. I don't know.
So he has a
time out, because I'm trying to process all this right now. He already has a Brian McKnight Jr. with his first kid's mom.
Yes.
And now he can have another one and name that one Brian McKnight Jr.?
Yes.
Nah, you a sequel. You ain't no.
That isn't that crazy?
You are Brian McKnight the third. You ain't Brian McKnight Jr. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, he's Brian McKnight Jr.
Jr.
That's what he's naming that one.
And then I think he has a daughter who's like a world class athlete. Like she played basketball or something. She's like a world class athlete, and she's basically like suing him for defamation. Yep.
Because he came out and said that she was sexually assaulted by one of their family members.
Mm-hmm.
He said that in an interview one time. And you know also Brian McKnight, he also said in an interview, the lady was asking about like songs like Back at One and all the songs. He's like, those songs were just songs. Like I never had any meaning. They were never about anybody. I just wrote them. And I was like, no, he said that.
No, he really
said out his mouth. He was like, he'd never been in love with nobody until he met his wife now. And I was just like, damn. 3 or 4 kids later, you're like, you know what?
Oh, okay. This is where I take a page out of your book and let me play devil's advocate. Who's to say he was happy in his first marriage? Maybe he didn't find love until wife number 2.
Well, I'm not mad at that because that's rude. However, number 1, I don't know if he was married before. I don't know if he ever married whoever he had kids with. And I don't know if he has multiple baby moms. I don't know that. But I do know that you don't just adopt your stepchildren and take them in and then be like, fuck my kids.
Yeah. Like that's
and saying
I agree.
I tried to help them, but they're lazy and it's just like smoking weed. It's like, bro.
So now you're gonna put their business out there?
Now you feed into the stereotype of like, come on now. He just being extra.
It was so bad. Twitter was basically saying like he's a trash human being and all this other shit. And then it's like, well, he started back at 1. Did he ever cross your mind anytime somewhere? I said, God damn.
Who are you talking about in that song? Nobody. No, don't sing that song.
Do you ever wake up reaching out for me? Do I ever cross your mind?
These kids be singing that song.
Oh, damn. I was ready to hit us in the line, but you wow.
You bastard.
He went back at 1, so I'm sorry.
I mean, find myself in you suddenly hit every now and here.
No, I keep myself. Yeah. Damn!
That's different.
Because I was like, Brian McKnight, every time you heard that song, you just stop what you're doing and sing it. Now it's like, now will you view him differently now with his song?
I mean, to me, like I said, the older I've gotten, I'm like, no one is above anyone. People are people. I don't care how much money you make, what job you have, on TV, the exposure you have. People are people. I don't put nobody on a pedestal anymore. I'm telling you, like, no one. That is gone.
I mean,
yeah.
That is gone. Anybody is capable of anything.
I already know how you feel about a certain somebody we want to talk about.
Exactly.
Who?
Breezy.
That's not true. Stop. Accusations! Go ahead. Thank you.
So, no.
Because you was going in on Breezy.
Well, guess what? We have a new segment that we want to do called
That's Trash.
Yeah.
That's Trash. We're going to rapid fire some topics that are trash and then just give our opinions on it. So the first one, of course, you already started, was over the weekend. allegedly there was a concert. Was it the Lovers and Friends?
Lovers and
A
Friends
concert. Basically, it's like a throwback concert. It has all your favorite early 2000s pop music. Well, not was pop. It's R&B. R&B, hip hop. Correct.
I was gonna say Christina Aguilera wasn't there.
Yeah, right?
They missed opportunity. But before that, it was Chris Brown's birthday on May 5th on Cinco de Mayo. That's his birthday, and I know that because I'm a fan. Anyway, so
You could be a fan and still go in on something
no,
you
I
did.
can be a fan, but hold someone accountable. I am not a D-right. Anyway, so there was an alleged story that Chris Brown got into an altercation with Usher. Allegedly.
Well, this is how the story.
It's all alleged.
Right. So this is how I heard what happened because they was basically saying that whole conversation happened was he got in an argument with Tiana Taylor, and Tiana Taylor, whatever happened between him and Tiana Taylor, Usher tried to intervene and try to stop it.
Right.
So they try to separate them, like, yo, calm down, whatever. And then the next thing you know, they talk about he got jumped, and then all of a sudden Usher came out with a bloody nose. I said, wait, pause. Wait a minute. Usher's a pretty boy.
You know what was fucked up? When you sent it in the group chat, all I saw was the headline, and I was like, Chris Brown probably started that shit. I didn't even read the article. I was like, Chris started that fight. Because Usher's not even that kind of guy.
Right.
So,
and I said Usher's a pretty boy because I'm like, yo, you only would be in no spotlight, no shit like that. The last time he was in some spotlight was when the whole situation with Chili, and then when he lost his son in the I think it was in the pool or something like that.
That was his stepson.
And when he was accusing him of getting girls hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the last time we heard about that. And other than that,
I mean, yeah, like that was.
Look, that was like
you are kind of trying to.
Like that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because it was alleged payoffs with the hurt. But
you are kind of trying to. We just want.
But regardless of because everybody's not is not exempt for scandal.
Right.
Usher is not that type of person.
Exactly.
Like, we don't know him to be violent.
I'm just going based off past history. I mean, Usher ain't really been in a lot of fights as far as I know, whereas Chris, on the other hand,
like every time, like I just realized he had a lot of Chris Brown had a lot of shit, like 2013 with the whole stole a person phone and the whole, they had a whole list. I said, God damn, I don't remember half this shit.
Thank you. I was trying to tell these two gentlemen.
Which is why you thought you had a problem with him.
No. Listen, I told you. He's like, Chris Brown reminds me like a relative of mine. Like, and the thing is, sometimes people are troubled. You have that one cousin that's troubled in your love, but he can't just stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know that. And the part of the whole not being mesmerized by his talent and his celebrity is holding people accountable. You have some anger issues.
All I gotta say is,
bottom line,
them brothers missed the opportunity to give us a dance battle. The world has been waiting for.
I was even waiting.
They want to be out here fighting.
Where do you guys know more details? Because for me personally, I don't believe in the whole he said, she said. I need more details to come out or a video or somebody to actually speak on it. If not, I'm just gonna believe it.
So there was one John that was saying that the whole argument was because him and Tiana Taylor, she was supposed to be doing a performance with him, and she backed out at the last minute.
Yeah,
that was
at AMAs and it got canceled. She pulled out at the last minute.
So once again, people were mad at the AMAs because they were supposed to be canceling him because he's trouble.
Right, but
he thought she might have played a part in that, and that's why he was trying to holler at her. I guess in his own way,
it just went left.
Worked the situation out, but she wasn't trying to hear it, so he started disrespecting her.
Right, but I also saw on top of that, then you saw Usher was about to go on stage, and I'm like, wait, if he must be bloody, where's the injury?
That's the part that stressed me out because they both performed the next day at the Lovers and Friends Festival.
Exactly,
like nothing happened.
And Tiana was still there,
and she was still there. She was rocking with them and everything. And then there was supposed to be another incident that, same thing, Missy Elliott was performing, and he got into it with somebody else. So it's like, okay, so what the hell's going on? And so I'm waiting for, at the end of the day, I'm still waiting for Tiana Taylor, Usher, one of them to say some shit to be like, yo,
yeah, I'm not gonna, until then, it's that is trash, and I don't like. I don't want to read too much into it. If there's more concrete evidence, other stuff has been concrete evidence about him. Well, I'm not going to just blame, because sometimes you get into heated exchanges with people, but that doesn't mean it's physical.
Right.
So or it's on purpose. Like, I get hit you by accident. Like, you ever try to hold somebody back and they... it happens.
And then it's been times that you've seen video of them, like, they was going at it, like, he was going off, but it's not like...
Okay, I got a question for y'all. Name another R&B singer who probably would have guessed started that fight. Me personally, I think Trey would have started that fight.
Yeah, he would have did that. I'm trying to think who else.
I don't even think nobody
There's not many.
Tyrese would have started the fight, and we know how he cried about it.
I don't know if Tyrese would have started that.
Really?
What more do you want from me?
Oh, he did that.
He did go off on the rock though for having the house movie.
He did. That's okay.
The next topic in our segment is the death of a New York City homeless man by the name of Jordan Neely.
Oh.
So Jordan Neely was a homeless man in New York who did Michael Jackson impression.
Yes, and he was actually
different dances in
the
subways of New York.
And I remember vividly, I actually remember him because this was years ago when I was in New York and I see him. Sometimes he's not in the subway, but sometimes he's outside the street doing imitation of Michael Jackson. I thought that was the coolest thing I ever seen. And
he was young. He was only 30, I think.
Yeah, he was only 30. And I saw the news when they talked about he still didn't get over the death of his mother. So when his mom passed, he was really having a hard time dealing with it and functioning. And I guess whatever happened, he became homeless and stuff like that. And I'm like, look, I don't care about the whole homeless thing. I don't care about anything. I don't even give a damn that he was dealing with the officers 42 times of whatever shit he was doing. But at the end of the day, that man choked the living hell out of him, choked the life away from that man. And the fucked up part was that man was a motherfucking Marine. He was a Marine. So you should have known how to de-escalate the situation. And it wasn't like he was bothering people. He was just asking for money so he could eat. And you took it upon yourself to put a man...
Now, he did say he was allegedly being aggressive and young people. And my thing is, I do have experiences with homeless people who are... But the thing is, because I know they're not all the way there mentally, I'm not going to be sitting there and be like, oh, I feel threatened. But I can see how other people will feel threatened. And he's an ex-Marine, and I don't know what kind of mental stuff he has wrong with him.
I've literally been on the train, and I've had something similar where just one junkie just kept asking me for money or like no drugs or whatever, and I'm like, yo, I done told you like 3 times since you've been on this train with me, you've asked me, I don't got none of that on me.
Right.
So then he comes back a 4th time, and I'm like, bro, look, real talk, if you don't go away, I'm about to swing on you for real. So I mean, I'm not saying choking the guy out was right, but I understand his
concern
reaction in that situation.
Well, yeah, and I understand y'all.
Now, I can get punching somebody. Holding someone in a chokehold, it reminded me a lot of the George Floyd thing. Like, you're kneeling on somebody so they cannot breathe.
And a chokehold is banned in New York. Anyway.
You're doing that for what?
You put them in a whole chokehold, and it already says once a person sleeps, after 8 minutes, like 7, 8 minutes after they pass out, after that, they can become deadly. I know about that because I done martial arts. They tell us about the body. We learn about the body. We learn about the functions of the body.
You know martial arts?
Yes.
You don't remember all that little UFC shit he used to pull up on his phone all the time at work? Or maybe he just showed it to me and not you.
I learned.
He's probably being sexist, thinking I wouldn't like that stuff because I'm a woman.
No. First of all,
I'm joking.
Actually, yes. Please play that shit again.
I'm joking.
Me and my sister learned how to do martial arts at the age of like 7 or 8, and we was taught by our dad. So
you see it in the flesh.
So we was learning about that. Like we learned weapons, we learned how to use weapons, we learned how to do a lot of stuff. So at the
What you got in your pocket? You got a knife on you right now? I know you got a Swiss Army knife.
Oh, damn. Y'all just come at me like that. No, but we was learning that. So when he did, like, I don't know if y'all seen this
I grew up in a house where we had grenades in there. It's okay.
Wait, what? Wait, pause.
Allegedly, there was grenades.
You can't allegedly say You can't allegedly
I'm
say
covering my tracks, and allegedly, I learned how to drive from driving a forklift when I was younger. Allegedly. Anyway, continue.
Thank you.
Continue.
No.
No. Explain
No,
that shit.
we have to finish our segment. This is unprofessional. Continue with Jordan Billy.
We gonna come back to that.
Definitely gonna come back to that shit.
Sure.
But no, like when I don't know if y'all watched the video, but I did.
I did not. I'm at a point where I don't want to watch anymore between the deaths of the rappers and the random black men and black people who are being shot and killed by the police. I think I'm good off of watching stuff.
So I sat there and watched that, and when I said you could literally,
did it look like he was trying to defend, or did it look like it was just excessive?
It was excessive. From when I saw it, it was so excessive, and you see what scared I'm gonna say what scared me the most is I watched his life go.
Yeah.
That was the worst thing I saw. And
was he screaming? Was he?
He was hollering and stuff like that, but it wasn't like he did. Like
and it was other people around watching.
Right, and other people was watching, and like that type of chokehold he had. That's a Marine. That's an ex-Marine.
Now that's the only part where I'm like, all right, the Marines should know better because you're trained to kill someone.
We didn't figure out why
you know when to let up.
Why is he not in the army anymore? Because he's only 24. So when did you go in the army? When you was 18?
18. You can sign up for the army at 18, or you can actually sign up younger.
What's that? 18, 24? It's like 6 years, 8 years.
No, I think it's only like 4.
4.
You don't have to do any longer than that.
It's voluntary after 4.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And
I'm saying, why wouldn't somebody? Not saying it's weird. I don't know why he would do that, but I just want to know why he's no longer a Marine.
We don't know. And then, the whole week, ever since that happened, everybody been protesting for his arrest. And, like, everybody...
Did you see the statement he put out?
I didn't really... I saw he put out a statement, but I didn't read what
the
he
statement
said.
Basically was saying that he felt threatened and he was being very irate and yelling and screaming and threatening other people.
Oh, but the good part... But this is the thing. The police, after they did an investigation, they said it was homicide. They concluded it was homicide. After they did all their autopsy and
because he's been homeless for years, and it's the fact that
it doesn't matter.
No. What I mean by
it took an autopsy for them to realize that was homicide. You got a train full of people that saw him choke this guy out.
Right, but not even that. But then you got the video. It's like everybody would, and that's what sometimes it fucks with me the most. Like everybody. It's not the point that everybody was around watching him dying. It's the point that sometimes it fucks with me the most when someone's sitting there and recording the whole situation and you... What the fuck was that? Okay.
He blew it right into the fan. I was like, content.
You would have to be a weed.
I felt like off a how.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wait. And he went left, but you just stared. I was like, wait. Anyway.
Twilight when Avery would smell somebody. That's right.
I know. You know I'm not a weed smoker.
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
Let me stop. Go ahead. Because you was in something serious.
No, but like the thing is, it fucks with me the most is how people can just sit there and record and just like, I understand you try to show the whole world and see and stuff like that, but sometimes it's like it still kind of fucks with me how you can see something like that.
I'm conflicted with that because I feel like it's helpful, but at the same time, it's like, why didn't anyone do anything? But most people don't want to do anything because they don't want to be put the chokehold too.
Right. And
but I'm not going to take someone being choked out.
Exactly.
I mean, but same thing with the girl who filmed the George Floyd thing. Like, what was the difference? It was a cop doing that. I mean, you kind of feel helpless with the cops because it's the cops.
Now that's one thing. The cops is like you protect yourself.
But do you think people really knew what was going on? Like, I don't want to say it's right or it's wrong, but maybe they could have thought he was an undercover cop. Maybe they could have thought it could have been anything. But I get why people do bystander. But if you're going to film, you might as well intervene. That's what I'm saying. It's different if you mind your business, walk. But if you're going to sit there and watch, you should intervene.
Yeah.
If it was a kid, if the kid was put in the chokehold, you would intervene, right?
Yeah.
But we don't value people's lives unless it's children or...
Yeah, so it, like, that was the thing that fucked with me the most. It's like, it was shocking to see, and then it was like, oh my god, you choked him, and you actually could see him, like, really going. And I was like, that was the scary part with me, to watch that and it happen. And I was just like, fuck, like, how... Because that's why, and when I first saw it, I was going to send it to y'all, but I didn't know if y'all saw it, because I was like, kind of glad I didn't, because it was like, well, damn, and then we probably have different opinions, like, or maybe have the same opinion on it, and it's just like, shit, like, what would you do? How would you handle it? And it's like, well, damn, he's an ex-Marine, so if you try to let go of him, he might do that shit to you, so, like,
but he's 24, which means he's probably in good shape.
Good shape and probably more deadlier than any average person.
Right. But we'll keep you guys posted on any news that will come out or any updates about it. Hopefully, but like I said, or like I'm feeling, we know how stuff usually goes.
Yeah.
And that's sad to say, but hopefully it will not. But I think it makes it worse. Like these people don't care about regular civilians who are not homeless. So imagine someone who actually is homeless and who's deemed to be mental.
Yeah.
And black at that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But if we want to go about that, let's talk about the mashing that's happened down there.
Well, wait. We have another segment.
Of what?
We have another topic in our segment about Dwayne Wade's family leaving Florida for the safety
of his son.
His daughter. Zaya Wade.
So she's actually going to transition to a boy, so I'm going to be her.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
she's going to be transitioned to a boy, so it's actually his son.
That's part of the reason why Dwayne Wade left Florida.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's doing the whole transition to being a boy.
Who's he?
The daughter transitioned to a son, so that's why I'm saying his son.
The daughter... Wait, I'm so confused.
I'm trying to say this as politically correct as possible.
Are we talking about Zaya?
Yeah.
Is going back to being a boy?
She was a toddler, but she's going back to being a boy. Like, yeah.
Okay, so it was his son who decided to be live like as a girl, and now they're going back to being a boy? Huh?
Yeah,
Well, my understanding was I thought he had a daughter.
No. He has a daughter with Gabrielle Union, but he also has a younger child. He has two sons. He previously had two sons with his ex-wife.
So I'm saying them wrong. So yeah.
So the son who transitioned name is Zaya, who lives his life as a woman now.
Right.
So she is a girl. She's 12 or 13.
Yeah. So
oh my God, y'all gotta be scared.
No, because I'm
no,
because I was thinking that's how I remember.
I'm scared. Ain't you making the baby transition? That baby's like 2 or 3.
No.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. So that's my mistake on that part. Yeah, I like that one, but no. So this whole transgender bill that Ron DeSantis is trying to do is trying to
Florida.
Yeah, Florida. That's the bullshit he's doing.
What's the law or the bill he's trying to pass?
Some bill basically saying they could take the child away from the parent because they over there trying to do the whole transition.
Listen, even if I don't agree with some I'm not taking nobody's kid from nobody.
Because
that's their kid.
It's their kid. So
they can listen.
So that's one.
Are y'all taking people's kids away who are raising them in the streets? Like, come on.
So there's So I say I look at
what?
Good point. Good point. So I do two aspects of that. I'm putting two aspects on it. One, I give him his props because he's protecting his daughter.
Right.
Because he's trying to protect the family. I'm not leaving where there's nowhere safe.
Right.
But on the other hand, I look at it as this. This is what Ron DeSantis won. If he keeps putting out these bills to start changing or trying to stop them from transition, and I get all the trans people and all the LGBTQIAs out of there, then I can do what the fuck I want in Florida. So I look at that two aspects, like, oh, Dwayne Wade, yeah, he's doing it. He's protecting his family. But on the other hand, I'm looking at Dwayne and saying, no, you should stay there and keep fighting for it. Because him and Gabrielle are both activists on this. Mm-hmm. So I feel so they should not leave to do certain things. But at the same time, I look at it as this. Keep fighting for your daughter. But at the same time, this is the reaction that Ron DeSantis wants. For him to keep doing this bullshit, because ever since I've seen this, he's been going after Disney. Disney's like, fuck you, I don't give a damn. And I like about Disney. I will go down Disney World with them. So Disney World really is fucking with him. Because he's trying to
see, I don't know if I trust that because they just don't want they want their money, that's why. They don't want people to stop coming to Disney. Yeah. I mean, that's what I feel.
But I feel like two aspects on that, because I'm like I said, he's protecting his family, and then that's what Ron DeSantis wants. So it's like, you don't, in my perspective, I want to know how I would react either. Because if I stayed, then it's going to be so much shit that he's going to do, and then you're going to try to protect your family. It feels like I'm not wanted there. Like, I don't remember Florida being like that. That's the thing.
This Dwayne Wade. This the mayor of Dade County. He brought them 3 championships. How y'all gonna do this to him and his family? Like, that's Dwayne Wade. That's you don't mess with Dwayne Wade. I'm sorry.
Still a nigga.
Yeah, but still,
that's how they view you.
Damn,
I'm sorry.
She calling it out.
Sorry, that's how they view you. No matter how much money you have, how much money and attention. It don't matter how much to be the attraction you want to the city.
I'm sorry. I heard that. I'm sorry. It's not about you. But every time I do that exact same shit at home. Damn. I do the exact same shit every time.
But it does not matter.
It really don't.
And they just would have been wilding for. This is nothing new.
I just realized that people who listen to this, if they listen to like the first few episodes, they really gonna think we hate Florida.
No. I mean, facts are facts. No, they ain't just Florida. Texas, Alabama.
I don't hate Florida.
It's not that I hate it, but you gotta call it
there right now. But I don't hate
like Florida's be going. Look, I love Florida because I still remember as a kid when going down to Florida.
Why y'all capping?
I'm not trying to cap.
Y'all capping so hard.
I'm capping.
You capping so hard.
How? Please tell me.
Y'all don't like Florida? Y'all don't dislike Florida. Is that what y'all saying?
I didn't say I didn't dislike it. I don't hate it. That's a different word.
Do you hate Philly?
I don't hate Philly.
I'm born and raised in Philly. I'm Will Smith.
I just gotta check your temperature.
Just because I don't root for their sports team doesn't mean I hate them. I was born here.
No. It's not that. I guess what I'm trying to say, like, you know how people always say, like, the city's so bad. Get away from it. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
what I'm saying is with Florida is, yes, it's a beautiful state. Like, every state is beautiful.
Very beautiful.
It's racist.
Yes.
I'm sorry. We're not. What the Trayvon Martin? I'm sorry. Did y'all forget about the shooting of the LGBTQI club that happened? What was that in Oh my God, was that Orlando?
Orlando, yeah.
Like, yo, they're homophobic, and They're racist. And we're not talking about the people of Florida. We're talking about the government. We're talking about the closed-minded people that are down there. We're not talking about people of Florida, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
and sadly enough, most legislation in most states is racist and homophobic.
That's why
that's just what it is.
They try to go back in the. That's why they trying to go back in the 1800s.
No, it's not about being militant. It just is what it is.
You see, my brothers and my sisters, what they want you to think is that you are nothing.
You are crazy. Hey, I've been to Florida too. Beautiful beaches. I went on a cruise from there to the Bahamas. It was great. It does not change the fact that I don't want to get caught nowhere near out there in Florida after 8 p.m.
Yeah, sometimes 8 p.m. it gets.
I'm just. I'm just saying.
I wanted to go to South Beach at one point, but now you done ruined it.
I bet you do.
You done ruined it for me.
Shit, I went down to Miami.
Stay on the resort.
No, that is true. They do tell you to.
They do, because there's Miami, then there's Miami.
Yeah. They tell you, if you want a resort, stay in the resort area.
Oh, I don't know, trust me. I'm not going anywhere where I don't see nice shit. The second I cross over and see some fucked up shit, yep, I don't belong over here.
But speaking of those and that, you were touching on the mass shootings. I just wanted to, I took a screenshot of when I was looking it up. Mm-hmm. This year so far, there has been a total of, bro, in May alone, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mass shootings.
May is only 8 days old.
Bruh, yes! 12 mass shootings.
What the fuck, man?
One in Louisiana. So May 2nd, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia. May 3rd, Georgia, Illinois. Mm-hmm. May 5th, Mississippi twice.
You know this is all down in the South.
Right, Mississippi 3 times. I'm sorry, on May 5th. And then Missouri. May 6th, Ohio, California, and Texas.
Now Texas, they just talked about how the person came in and just started shooting everybody in the mall, and the youngest one was a 5-year-old.
Like, what is going on? The guy who was shooting in Atlanta, what is going on?
I don't know what's going on, but now it's just getting too bad out there. Because you notice that 8 people died. I think it was like 7, 8 people died. They said the officer was there when he was there for something else, and you saw the shooter and shot him, killed the shooter.
Yeah, the one in Texas is dead. Right?
And then there's another. You didn't hear about the drunk guy? He took his car and ran into a crowd of people with immigrants and killed 8 people with his car.
What state? Do you know?
Texas.
Yeah.
It was a total of
Texas. You know how we was just talking about Florida?
Oh shit.
Guess what?
You really want to go through that?
It's not just Sandy Cheeks who lives in Texas. That's somebody on race down there.
We have to get down there in the country, folks.
Bro.
So it was like within 2 days, they was like they already had like up to 16 people because 8 people got killed with the car and another 8 got killed at the mall.
Do we know what part of Texas? Was this like a hick?
What's it like? Allen? I think the one with the shooting was down in Allen, Texas. I want to check to make sure. I think it was like Allen, Texas. It was not far. The 2 incidents was not
far from each other.
They were not that far from each other. Like a good half an hour from apart. And that shit was crazy.
I don't know.
It was in Allen, Texas.
I don't know what's going on, but
that's just
when I read those stats of it just turned May. It's literally like you said, May 8th.
It's only 8 days old. How?
It's already 12, 13. Like
they said we were already up to what 190 or 100?
This year.
Yeah, we already up in the 190 mass shootings.
The year ain't even halfway old. We already damn near 200 mass shootings.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like these, and they trying to say, and what fucks with me the most is they trying to down. Like the one guy they said with the whole Allen, Texas in the mall, they was like, oh, he was looking at white supremacy, stuff like that. Okay. we know he's an Anglo-American. Fuck all that. So we're gonna say the Anglo-American. He was doing his shit. But
you are consistent. Every episode since you said that the first time, I think like
I got
4. You've done it every episode since then.
Look, I'm trying to be politically correct, and it's not just saying that I don't want to say white people, but I just want to try to be politically correct.
Look. Anglo means in the dictionary a white English-speaking American as distinct from a Hispanic American. So he is Anglo. So I'm gonna go around like, hello, my Anglo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anglo sounds so exotic. Sounds too exotic for white people.
I really don't.
I got nothing for that one.
That sounds too exotic, but I will go with it. Anglo.
Yeah. So now I feel like I gotta change it up now. But no, it's just like every time you turn around, it's always mass shootings. I saw that when I was at work.
And it was an Anglo-American who choked out Neely as well, right?
So it's like so much shit is happening, and it's like because I think they had a picture of the guy that the officer shot, and you saw he had his whole AR-15, and then he was laying there in a full bullet. And I'm like,
wait, the officer or the shooter?
The officer. The officer shot the shooter, so you saw what he looked like. He was laying there in a pool of blood, and his AR-15 was next to him and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Do you know how old he was?
I do not know how old he was.
Okay.
But that shit looked crazy. I'm like, yo, so what the... It almost reminded me of... I don't know what made him start shooting the people in the mall, but it reminded me of another incident. Remember that kid who drove 2 hours in New York to shot up the grocery store in the black people? It made me think of that. I'm like, yo. And, you know, with that, they try to say he had mental issues.
That's how you know you're fooling your purpose, when you know you can drive 2 hours somewhere and just do what you do.
But you know what's kind of fucking with me though is they trying to use mental illness as a way of they doing what they do, and I can't. I'm gonna say this, like we talked about the incident of him driving up to 2 hours up to that grocery store and shoot up those Rose in that black community in New York. Don't tell me. Now you're insulting my intelligence. Don't fucking tell me mental illness and he took a 2-hour drive up there to plan to kill someone.
Right.
Don't fucking do that to me.
That's why I feel like it's a slippery slope.
Like don't
people want to blame
mental illness. I'm like, please don't do that shit. Like I'm not downgrading anybody who has mental issues or anything. Like you got people who have mental issues of like loss of family and stuff.
I have a question for y'all. Do y'all feel like more times, yes or no, mentally ill people are a danger to other people?
I don't know how to answer that because it depends on the situation. To me, it depends on the situation. Because I feel
like if I'm really mentally ill, I'm going to be more afraid for myself that I'm not even going to... You know what I mean?
Exactly. So I'm like,
I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm wrong or I'm right.
It's hard for me to answer that because, like you said, it depends on the situation. Like, I see where you're coming from. I think a lot of them would be more worried about someone harming them as opposed to the other way around.
Or they'll be more harm to themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
But I can't say there aren't some that wouldn't try to actually hurt someone else.
Exactly.
And what's the difference? Like, I think, like I said, slippery slope. What's the difference between somebody being mentally not there, but being like quote unquote crazy and insane, like serial killers? Do you think serial killers are mentally ill, or they knew what is the? I feel like
a lot of serial killers know what they're doing.
Right.
And that's why it's a joy. I always say this: a serial killer is more. They enjoy putting pain on others, so that excites them and stuff like that. Because it makes me remember, what was it? Fear Thy Neighbor. I remember watching it, and
what's the movie?
It's a series. How they live. Like, you live with a neighbor, but you don't know a neighbor.
My mom watches it.
Yeah, so it's like...
Oh, it was like a crime thing? Was on Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't watch that.
It's a crime
That's
thing.
my favorite type of stuff. Leave me alone. What you said?
I'm not fucking
What you
with
said that thing was from Snore? From Slore? I'm not Snore. I said Slore. Slore.
I say door.
Yeah, you a snow monster?
Frost
You
giant.
an abominable snowman?
No, see,
What you not getting ready to say here
You
is disrespect the MCU.
see, I do this. Like,
Stop that shit.
see, what I do is I watch like the first 48 Fear Thy Neighbor, the Daily Women, because not gonna lie, them motherfuckers.
I love watching stuff like that.
But like it makes me remember one of the shows I watched that he was a serial killer, and he will kill females, and then after he killed them, he would have sex with the female. After like he would have sex with a dead
Necrophilia.
Right. So
How the fuck do you know that?
Leave me alone.
Because you didn't hesitate what you say.
Don't do that.
Right now.
You can't have sex with those people. Okay, you can't.
wait, pause. Wait. So
I thought you were accusing me of necrophilia.
I didn't say.
Oh, okay.
I knew about it so fast.
because you said
Because that's a common thing.
it's a common thing now.
Guys.
Like
Because no one's fighting you off.
so, like yeah.
So your body is what the
So
body is
let me explain to
warm.
you what they do. So he killed a woman, like he wanted to rape the woman, but because she would try to fight back, he decides to kill her. So he was like, before I had sex with her, she was like what? Like he would say she was 5 or 6, but after I had sex with her and she was already dead, she's 11. So he was saying shit like that, and that's the shit he would do.
I got to find better friends. Like y'all on some crazy shit right now.
It's not crazy shit. It's just how you gotta understand to watch out for people how they think.
Yeah.
So like when I watch the Daily Women, these bitches are fucking crazy. And I'm not trying to say all women are bitches, but I'm like these motherfucking bitches are really insane. I'm not trying to say all of them, but I'm like Daily. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, if you sit there and watch Daily Women, they do some crazy shit.
And give my wife ideas on how to fucking kill my ass. Fuck no.
So I have a question to interview.
Yes.
Switch the topic. So earlier when you guys were talking about, abandoning your kids that you have in the whole ride from that day, would you drop your infant off in a Dropbox?
Yo, that shit was...
Who sent that to the group chat?
I did.
And it was on Twitter, right?
Yeah. Yo, I sent that shit because I did not understand what it was. So I'm looking at that shit and I was like...
No, here's what fucked me up about that. Because you was actually the second person that sent that to me.
Can y'all explain to the audience what exactly it is? Like,
so it was like this infant Dropbox.
It's an article or it was a video about it?
It was a whole video. So you had a man walking with a baby and he literally like, you know how in the mail you open the slot and you drop your mail in and stuff like that? So he opened the slot and dropped the baby in there and closed it. And I'm looking like, what is that? And they showed the front, so I never understood what was going on. Then when you saw the back part, and I saw he dropped a whole infant. It wasn't a live infant, it was like a doll infant. That shit was crazy.
Here's what fucked me up about it. So I think it was like a TikTok video or something that you shared. So there's like no caption, nothing warning you that this is for like people who abandon kids. It just goes into the person dropping off the baby at the Dropbox. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I had flashbacks to when I used to work for Blockbuster Video and people would drop off this off in the day. I'm like, yo, this is what we doing now? Like,
those are movies. Those are babies.
Yeah.
No, but again, there was no context to go along with that video. I just see somebody dropping off a baby and I'm like,
but
so this is a new thing that they're going to come out with where
I don't know where.
They said red states mostly.
Yeah.
Red Republican states?
Yes.
So wait, let me get this right.
She goes.
Oh shit.
Y'all want to take away women's rights to get abortions, but y'all want infant drop boxes? What? Just get rid of it! No, what? Yo, I'm so done.
Yo,
Y'all want to jeopardize women being like, I fucked up, I made a mistake. Let me just do what I need to do. And y'all gonna have a kid growing up with literal, like, mental issues. Saying I was dropped off in a fucking sliding door. I don't even know who my family is. Like, yo, y'all wanna raise more niggas who gonna shoot up the places?
Whoa, wait.
Y'all wanna raise more Anglo-Americans who are gonna shoot up places because they were dropped off in a fucking slot box.
But she ain't talking about that.
What?
But she's talking about it.
This is America. They want their population back. That's what it is.
Ooh, wow.
If you don't want your baby, drop them off on the slide box. Like what?
But there was a book. I forgot the name of it. There was an actual book that talked about it because I remember the woman says it, and it just fucked my head up right now.
Bro, cause it's like
Because I
the
saw
more
that.
you pay attention to shit, the more you like, yo, they really, because it was mainly white women who were getting, we're not saying it didn't happen in, color communities, but it's mainly them who had access to health care that would cover stuff like that. So you want your race to repopulate so badly to the point that you're willing to have a drop.
But other than that,
Dropping off that library book.
but my thing is this: we don't know what the damn. I just say dropping off the library.
And then, but it ain't gonna have no note and say, this baby belongs to.
Can you imagine being the person in charge of checking the Dropbox?
Like, goddamn, I don't want
shit. It's 2 o'clock. Time to go empty the Dropbox.
like, goddamn, this thing is shit all over. How long you been out here? And does the Dropbox have a close time? Or is it a 24-hour operation?
I love it.
Because somebody sits a baby in there for hours. And you just walk by and you're like, what the fuck is
Yo, I didn't even think of that.
like, yo, like, are y'all on it? And one of them bitches so desperate in his mind, like, I can't take this shit. And she goes to the nearest dumpster. Like, who's my name?
Oh my
That was
God.
terrible.
Yeah, she just went.
She went violent for this. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm getting high. Oh my God. I'm getting high.
That shit is terrible.
Wait.
Pause.
Yo, I didn't even think about that till you started saying that shit. Like, oh shit, wait a minute.
No, I'm sitting here like, yo, it's like after hours or somebody like, I gotta go drop this baby off.
The Dropbox is closed. What time it open? The phone they hit him. I'm setting the alarm.
Like, God damn.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
Yo, but that shit is really crazy.
Imagine a kid who's like a mixed race kid. A mixed race kid. But it's like, you really, like, they have real ambiguous features so they can't tell. And it's like they grow up their whole life thinking they black. And they get a DNA. Like, yo, y'all trying to mess people up.
DNA
What's wrong with you? Because when Avery sent that, I'm like, what is going on?
No, it threw me off because I was like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Now, granted, we not from the school, but we from the time before where people would drop babies off at firehouses.
Well, that's what this is supposed to prevent.
Yeah.
But this,
Allegedly.
Yeah.
this skill's gonna come. And what if your big ass baby don't fit in there?
What the fuck?
Hey, I had a big head. I'm speaking for all the kids who had a big head. I was a good 8 pounds, but still had a big ass head. I don't fit in the standard size box.
Yo, what the baby did?
No, I'm speaking for all the babies who don't have voices out here.
Stop my stomach.
Yo, I'm so irritated with this topic. You know, the more we talk about it, the more I realize how irritated I am about it. Because
No, because what threw me off when I first saw it, I couldn't understand what was going on. And then when I saw it, I was like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Because they remind me, you know how they have the Dropbox for the needles?
Right.
I'm only laughing because now every scenario she throws out, I'm picturing it.
In your head. Yeah. Now that makes sense because you don't want needles on the ground. You don't want kids hanging over it. Oh, babe.
And that's what it did say that too. It was like mostly the red states want to be having that. And I'm like, wait.
Now, did they say this was going to be attached to a hospital? Like, I need more
It didn't look like it was attached to a hospital.
It was somebody's garage, like, yo, maybe
again, this is a TikTok video, so it's not a whole lot of content.
Bro.
It just shows the outside. It doesn't show there's no signs or anything.
2 words. Human trafficking. Human. This is going to be a gateway for them. And they're going to be having slaves from infants. They're going to be raising kids in there. Like, I feel like more details need to be fleshed out. Like you going to drop the baby with a certificate, with a birth certificate.
This is your fault.
What are you going to drop the baby?
This is your fault. You put this in the chat.
No.
You started this.
No, because it's interesting. Like,
no, because it kind of, no, when I first saw it, it kind of fucked with me because I was like, wait, is this what? And what did I say? I said in the chat, that's going to be the results if they try to pass that abortion law. That shit is going to happen. I said that because I was like, if that shit happen, they're going to start doing that shit. And I won't be surprised if they.
Now, I get it, but to me, I feel like it's fucked up to, like, just put your baby up for adoption. Don't leave it in a Dropbox.
Or take it to a foster care.
That's what I mean by put it up for adoption. Because there's plenty of people out here who cannot have kids. There's plenty of gay, queer couples who want to have children.
Like, people who are adopted go back and like research like everything that went up, shit up, finally who adopted.
Right.
Can you imagine? That's a hell of a story to start off with. Like, your mama didn't want you, so she put you in the same Dropbox.
Or your mama did want you, but the daddy stole you, so I'm gonna take him for a walk. He can't walk. He can't walk. Oh my God! I'm trying to go to my mama's house. Where's my kid?
She just threw out the most random ass scenario.
She did. Y'all think that's not gonna happen? Y'all think a woman's gonna be like, I want to be? She's gonna be like, having an abortion. I can't. And then he's gonna be like, you know what? I want to take care of you too. Wait. Like,
I'm getting hot. I'm saying. Oh shit.
If people can kidnap their own kids, they can definitely kidnap them and give them away. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my fucking God.
We got to go on to the next topic.
Please do.
We got to go on.
Anyway, our next topic. On a more of a sadder note, but in honor of paternity tests and cheating on and find out your spouse is cheating on you with your ugly neighbor from down the street. Rest in peace to the one and only Jerry Springer. Jerry passed. He was 79 and he did have cancer, I do believe.
Yes.
But
I forgot he was a mayor.
Yeah, mayor.
He was a mayor. Oh, he was a mayor. Yeah. So I have very fond memories of watching Jerry Springer and Steve. It was part of the lineup I used to watch.
Stayed home from school because I was sick. I just didn't feel like going. Jerry and Maury was my entertainment.
Yes, Jerry, Maury. I'll watch Blind Date. I'll also watch. What else would I watch? Cheaters. Oh my God.
Cheaters.
Joey Greco is the worst. He'd be like, wait, he watch it. Wait, and right there she goes down to his pants. Oh, she puts his dick in her mouth. Wait, look. Please.
He'll show them that. See, they crying, and she was like,
"You ain't ready."
Exactly.
Do you want to talk?
Do you want to go confront him?
Nah, he got into a couple scuffles too. They was trying to fuck him up. And Maury's the worst too, because he would follow you behind and say, "We tested Jamal around the corner. He is not the father." Oh my God!
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, because I did have she was on speed dial at one point. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, speed dial?
Why?
I didn't even know. Is it real? Was it fucking? Once Peter Guns became the host, I couldn't take it serious.
Oh no, I couldn't take it. Because when I think of Peter Guns, he was a fucking cheater.
But out of all of them, I feel like Jerry was more lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was about quote unquote, but you kind of knew it wasn't serious.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't Really?
Like, I think I saw a special or something, but after a while, I'm like, all right, none of this is real. Like,
Nah, anytime you fighting audience members
Yeah,
and when
like-
people are showing their boobs, get Jerry boobs,
yeah,
you're like, come on.
it was just entertainment at that point. I knew none of it was serious.
And then Steve got his own show. How you gonna be the bodyguard and get your own show?
That's how I remember Steve, like how we see Steve, because Steve was in there trying to break up fights, and then like he got his own show, shit.
And then Jerry wanted that shit to happen too. Like,
Jerry was the instigator. Jerry
Like-
was like,
if I got beef with you, why are they gonna sit the chairs like this far apart? You know something you're right about.
be
Yeah,
like, be like, oh, so you been cheating on your girlfriend? Someone's like, yeah, I've been cheating on her sister. Well, she's been behind stage with someone.
Oh,
There's been a couple episodes where women would come up there ready to whoop somebody's ass, start taking their shoes off, turn the chair towards the backstage, and I'm like, yo, she's like,
She ready.
y'all don't see this? Like, Steve, get on stage.
Yo, they be sitting there waiting. They was like, all right, where's she at? She coming out now. She turn around and she take her shoes off, everything. I'm like,
Girl don't even be halfway up on the stage. The other chick has already jumped off on her. And
exactly.
Like, recipes, Jerry, but she was ratchet as fuck.
Yeah, it only got worse over the years. It got really worse. But it definitely holds a special place in everyone's heart.
That was the shit you watched when you was home or you was out for school.
I watched Ricky Lake. You remember Sally?
Sally Jessica
Sally.
Raphael,
Oprah.
Jenny Jones.
Yeah,
Oprah.
Jenny Jones.
No.
I was gonna say Jenny Craig, not Jenny
Jenny
Jones.
Craig.
Craig.
Weight loss.
Look, that was the time when after
Ricky Lake?
Look, that was the time in the afternoons you start seeing Judge Judy.
Oh yeah,
Mathis,
Judge Matt.
Judge Joe Brown.
Yeah.
Divorce court, all of that.
Yo,
I watched Divorce Court at like 10 years old. That's
Yeah.
something was wrong with me.
Remember People's Court?
Yeah, People's Court.
Like 10 years old, staying home from school, watching Divorce Court. Like, what the fuck was wrong with us?
Yeah.
Yo, my favorite. See, I call Judge Judy Judge me because she ain't give a fuck. She said what she said. Speak up!
Come on, let's go. I don't got all day.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you. I love Judge Mathis too.
Ma'am. So, okay, ma'am.
The disputes are weird. The
So-
cases are real.
So you telling me that you ain't paid rent in like 3 months,
No.
but you was going to pay him with like a post-dated check on the 4th month for all the back rent?
But your
Okay, man. Whatever.
But your honor.
Ma'am,
But your honor.
judgment for the plaintiff. I don't got time for this. Get out of my court.
And then after the court, well, look, I told him I was going to pay him back. I just need a little bit of time. But you know, I still love him, no.
Ma'am, come here. Ma'am, let me see your teeth. Just like I thought. That is crackhead behavior right there. I can tell a crackhead from a mile away.
Yo,
Get out of my court.
Yo, he was going so hard. I said, yo.
I've never seen a judge show where the judge would just roast you like
Yeah.
that.
And then what would be like was it the bailiff right there? Or the dude who was sitting like,
Right, he's supposed to be keeping order. He just sitting there like, damn, son.
Like, damn.
He roasted the shit out your ass.
I'm just gonna keep playing.
hard. But yeah, rest in peace to Jerry Springer.
Yes.
And then now on to our final topic. Since it is getting hot outside, like we were saying, spring and summer, it is that time where it's prom season, wedding season, graduation season. I'm going to a graduation in San Diego at the end of this month, high school graduation. You're graduating from college. Prom. That, I don't know anybody. I mean, she did go to prom, but I wasn't there for that. But I don't know
I don't
any
know anyone
proms.
personally, but around people that I've seen people do stuff.
Yeah.
And all that. So.
Look,
Do you guys remember your prom?
Yes, I do.
I didn't go on.
You didn't go?
Why is that so
Now
shocking?
I know what kind of party you gotta put on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we got it. We definitely.
How old are you?
You gonna
You gonna disrespect his?
You get louder to me. Let me see. The next milestone birthday, we throwing up prom.
I am proud to be 43 years old.
Oh, we got 2 years to plan this shit, Avery. 45. The prom king, prom king.
You know what
I want you a prom party. What? Yes, that'd be so much fun.
Why?
Because it would be
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. So my grandparents, I don't think they went on their my mom's parents that I knew of, and I used to want to throw the prom themed anniversary party, but my grandma wound up passing a couple years back. But I thought it'd just be cool. Like I know everybody isn't into prom.
I'm not saying I'm not into it. I just want to know why I need one.
Well, you don't need one. I'm not saying you need it, but I just think it would be good. Like you and your wife should be prom king and queen.
I gotta get dressed up and such, you know.
Yeah, nice and look for it's an excuse to get dressed, chill with your family, get drunk, and have fun. Why else can you have parties?
Dressed up.
Anyway, but I remember.
Look. I'm not opposed to it. If that's what people want to do for me, it's fine. But it's not something I'm gonna push for it either.
Yeah.
I will say this though regarding wedding season.
They got a human Dropbox. Cause I want to drop people.
You know what? We're not gonna go there with you.
And we're never pick you up.
Yo.
We're gonna blindfold you. But the bad thing is you know too much because you live too much life. They're gonna be like, who got you up? Oh Lord. Is there an age limit to this Dropbox? It's just an infant.
I'm sorry. Because I'm hoping they toddlers.
Okay.
That would be so scary.
She's not gonna let that go.
Because when I initially thought about it, I was like, ugh. People used to do that though with firehouse. But now I think about it, like, at least with a firehouse, it's like, they know that they wrong, so they running off. But this, they're like, we're welcoming people to, I don't know.
I'm gonna let that go.
But anyway, prom season, wedding season, graduation season.
If I come to your wedding, if you get married and I come to your wedding, I better see Electric Slide. You better play the Let's Get Married remix, not the original. The remix.
See, I want to go to the original into the remix, like and to go into.
And you got to be doing the wobble. Fuck all that.
I don't need the wobble. I'm getting tired of that.
You don't need the wobble?
I'm getting tired of that one personally.
Well,
you want the Macarena?
Fuck no.
Macarena. Okay, so then what else do you need?
I need those specifically.
You need the It's Like Candy.
Yeah,
I can feel it when you wow.
Even when you talk,
it takes over me.
It's like candy.
Yes, I know.
But that's good. Like I haven't seen no proms lately, but I still remember mine. And
I wish I could do mine over.
Shout out to all the people going to that just so that their kids can start for one night.
Oh, I was a mom.
You were a mom?
Yeah. My outfit was like a suit, like a whole suit.
Oh.
No, it was a whole suit. It was a cream with a red shirt.
Just like it is. As soon as you said cream, they love wearing white and cream and red.
See, I got cream and red. Mine was cream on the outside, red on the inside.
Okay, cream soda, red velvet. I got you.
Exactly. Wow. Look, I'll take that. And then my prom day was she was in an all red dress, and then we had an old model.
You broke her heart.
No, it was you know the model.
Really?
That's fucked up. That is really fucked up.
He's like, bitch, all that this
No. It wasn't even
because it took me a minute to catch
she said it like that.
Wow.
Like, you really disrespectful on that
Wow.
But did you got her dress was red?
Her dress was all red. You know those old model, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
I'm trying to do.
You didn't have to go there with that. He broke her heart. You didn't have to go there. It was like
that's what everybody was thinking. Go ahead.
I wasn't thinking actually. You were your own on that one. Exactly.
No, so mine was an old model, the mob theme where they had the old model cars and stuff like that. So we had that, and we had it was a
The
little.
next time we meet up, can you bring a picture so we can see?
So it was an old model, and then it had a hand hanging out outside the trunk. So it was like a hand outside the trunk. So we had that type of model car. It was like a mob theme.
Oh, okay, I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with the prom? But
It was the car that we drove. So they drove. So it was you had the whole wooden gun. It was fun. It was the best picture I ever took.
Aww.
I
I wish I could have did mine over, but I went to my junior prom and my senior prom. Junior prom was cool. Senior prom was cool too, but we had a great Gatsby theme that nobody followed. Except me and some other people. While the rest of them bitches would walk around with their back out. And I was like, I want my back out too. Like, I want to do this shit over. Like, I'm over here looking like a flapper from the 1920s. Y'all bitches over here. And then my boyfriend at the time didn't want to. My boyfriend at the time did not want to go, so I took my cousin with me who went online school. And it was cool, but at the time, I wasn't really fucking people with my school like that. Only a select few. I was like, I wish I could redo it. I would have did like my boobs out, my hair on. My hair was all curled up with the flap. I just wish I could do it. I mean, I did have it for what it was worth. But then again, I don't think enough energy was put into my prom either. Like,
No,
I think a lot of energy was put into my brother's prom, my sister's prom. Everybody was like, came to
But isn't that how it always is on everybody else shit except yours?
like, dang, everybody had limos and this and that. I just had my grandpa taking this truck.
Baby girl, come on, please.
Like, what? And at the same time, I guess because of me, my school was small. Like, I didn't go to a big school like the rest of my students did. And I didn't have, a lot of people in my school didn't go to prom. Like, even the popular people, they didn't go. Because it was like $80, I think.
I mean, why is it mandatory that people go to the prom?
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that you saying. I'm just saying whenever I be like, yeah, I let it go. I get the same look that y'all just gave me. Like,
well, no, it's not surprising. It's just I felt cool because I was like, but never mind, you blew that for me. So anyway, I'm gonna drop you off in that box and lock you up. But that's fun flex, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But it's not a huge deal if you don't go to prom. I actually think it's cool. Like if someone really genuinely does not want to go, that's cool. If I take it back, maybe I wish I would have.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't have went. It just wasn't a big deal to me if I did or didn't go.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like this.
I went to my soft hop. Yeah, I went to all my ideas just because it was
to me, I look at the prom the same way I look at Disney World. I went, if I didn't, I didn't.
That's the
most magical place. You never been to Disney World?
No,
we've
never been to Disney World. Look,
you the only one out this group that's been to Disney World.
When you got there, did they give you an AK-47?
Damn.
So welcome to Florida. You know how they lay you.
Oh my!
When you go to Hawaii, you know Hawaii. They said welcome to Florida.
I remember when you go to Florida, you get a glass of orange. You go in the welcome center, you get a glass of freshly orange juice.
Oh. When they said the AK-47 it's outside. But you've been to Hawaii too, right?
Yes.
You got laid. Not like that. When they put
I was family.
Family. You can't rip off the new number. When they put the flowers around your neck, that's called getting laid. You know what? You gonna wrap it up right here. I'm sick of these everything.
Yo, why you did it? I was like,
no, because I always laugh because he was sitting over there really thinking about it. Like,
I was really stuck.
It's an appropriate term, but it isn't.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was too much.
I want to get ready.
I want to get ready. Like, that's better. Go ahead. Oh, there's one last thing. Shout out. We got to give out to.
Oh, shout out to the 3 black quarterbacks who taken in the top 4, three black QBs for the first time in NFL history were taken within like the top 4 picks.
Do we have names? Can we look up names so we can just shout them out? We don't want to be ratchet before we leave off, but we do want to say This is the first time this has ever happened in NFL history where there are 3 black quarterbacks that are the top 4 picks in the NFL draft. And their names are as goes.
Alright, so the first one is Bryce Young from Alabama. Then you got C.J. Stroud
from Ohio,
and you got Anthony Richardson, who's also a quarterback for Florida. And the last person was...
Well, no, that's it.
That's it, those 3.
Let's give these gentlemen a round of applause and congratulations for being in the top 4 picks.
Yeah.
Which means there's 1 Anglo-American.
Because we did this for Jalen, we got to do this for Lamar. Shout out
Jackson.
to Lamar Jackson, who is now the highest paid player in NFL history.
Congratulations.
He also has received the highest signing bonus in NFL history. So don't do that.
What? I'm not. Who does he play for?
Baltimore
Ravens.
No. See, this is why this topic is different with me. It's because I'm old enough to remember when there was.
He's been playing for a little while, right?
Lamar.
Yeah.
But I'm old enough to remember a time in the NFL where there were only 2 black quarterbacks in the league.
Donovan McNabb.
No, before them.
Oh.
Like this, you gotta go all the way back to the 80s. I'm talking about Warren Moon played in Houston and Randall Cunningham played for the Eagles. That was it. Black quarterbacks.
Who's Satchel Paige?
Who?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Satchel Paige. That's baseball, first of all.
Oh, damn. Wait, that's baseball.
Sorry, I was thinking about are we there yet? His bobblehead. Go ahead.
What? That's baseball. But anyway.
I was going to say, is that baseball? That's not football.
Hey, I didn't know. He's black though. Shout out to him.
The black quarterback scene, how it was changed in the NFL to where like almost every other team in the league has a black quarterback, or at least a backup quarterback who's black.
Or either a half black quarterback.
You want those shit at Patrick Mahomes?
Really?
I'm just joking.
You want those shit at okay.
I'm tired of your shit.
I think this is beautiful what's going on in the NFL right now. Because, like I said, I remember where there was a time where Anglo-Americans did not want black quarterbacks playing in the NFL. Yes, I said Anglo-American. You're welcome.
So how come we say Anglo-American when we still say black?
Wait, what?
What? So what you want to say? We can't say niggas on here. Well, we can, but we can't say.
Wait, you said Anglo-American. I thought you would say African-American.
No, I'm saying. Okay. White general managers back in the day did not want black quarterbacks. If you were a black quarterback, the second you got drafted, they were trying to change your position. Like, oh, you're quarterback now? Nah, you're a wide receiver. That's what people want to make.
And you know what? That's kind of, not to downplay that, but that was sports in general, too. With baseball. Not so much with basketball. Was it with basketball, too?
Well, no, they invented the 3-point line to get white folks to dance basketball because they realized they didn't have a shot.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
White man
can't jump. I was going to say.
That first black dude came down and started crossing over motherfuckers and shit. It was a rat.
What the fuck is that?
No, the first time somebody dunked the ball, white dudes are just like, yeah, it's over for us. We might as well pack it up, go home. This ain't our sport no more.
Yeah, they definitely need.
No, and as soon as they find a way that hockey rinks, we're taking over that shit too.
Yes, but shout out to them.
Especially when you jump in that water and do some.
Yes, we can take over water. Only about you know how to swim. You have to.
We have bad experiences with water.
We all know how to swim, right? You don't know how to swim?
Yeah, wait, you don't?
You don't?
No.
Oh.
I'm not so alone.
So, a swimming prom theme.
What?
Okay.
Tuxedo. I'm cutting your mic for the rest of the day.
A tuxedo trunk. There you go. Don't stop playing that! Anyway.
Oh, no. You said tuxedo?
Yes. Tuxedo trunks. But yeah, that's it. We gonna wrap it up now.
Anyway, this has been another episode of the 2418 Show. If you like what you hear, like and subscribe to the podcast. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your favorite podcast from. Tell a friend and tell a friend about it.
Yep.
And even if you don't like it, tell a friend and tell a friend anyway. They might like it.
You can comment and tell us how much you don't like it or how much I was ranting about putting babies in a box.
There she go. It's going to be a week or two from now, and she's still going to bring it up.
All of y'all update about it. Now I'm interested.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway, this has been the 24/18 show. She got on love.
This is Avery.
And this is Jasmine.
And we will see y'all next time. We out this bitch.
Peace.
Ooh. Oh, I'm hot.